Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Today is day 4, and I am on chapter 3 of my fantasy novel, LKZ. And this chapter that I'm working on, I'm keeping most of the first half of it and rewriting the second half. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm on that part that I'm rewriting. I am about to pick a song to listen to that fits the mood so that I can write it and describe it as best as possible. So I finished chapter 3 and I don't have many words to say, to be honest. As a good thing, I think I'm still kind of in the scene. I wasn't sure if I would be able to get through this chapter because I felt so tired. But there came a point where I got so into what was happening, and of course the freaking Armenian Duduk music really got to me, really got in my head, and I was just in the zone. I still kind of feel in the zone. I'm gonna reread a part of chapter 2 and then read through chapter 3. Then I started chapter 4. Just a few sentences, a few words of how I wanted to begin. I don't know, I don't have much to say. Y'all are here to see my process, see this journey and how everything is going and like how I'm reacting to it, because I'm sure if you guys are writers as well, you know that feeling. Even in reading, once you read like a really good scene that you were so immersed in. Anyways, I'm gonna read these chapters and see if it's still as good as I feel like it is. There are 2 wolves inside of me. One of them wants to go take a nap. The other wants to go and write. Can you guess which one I am? Okay, it is time to get back to it. It's 6:20 p.m. right now. Started on chapter 4 last night, just a little bit of the beginning. Again, same with chapter 3. I'm using most of draft 3's chapter 4 and just rewriting certain parts. For example, this part that I'm on, the beginning, definitely gonna be new writing. And then it's gonna go into the old stuff and then mix and match new and old, because I actually combined 2 old chapters together because I was like, again, I told you I want to condense things. So I was like, why make it 2 separate chapters and separate them by so many different scenes happening? No, we're just gonna make them one chapter towards the beginning of the book, and let's just start off super strong. So that's exactly what I'm doing now. I think I'm about halfway through chapter 4 and it's going really well. They are finding things, they're finding treasure. The 2 kids, they kind of did something very daring. They went somewhere they probably shouldn't, but then they ended up finding a bunch of treasure. And now they're trying to convince their older siblings that they're not lying about something and they're not just like playing around, you know? You remember being a kid and maybe you're trying to explain something to your parents or to your older siblings or a teacher and they just did not want to believe you, and you're like, I'm not lying, like I'm trying to tell you the truth, like this is happening, this is the truth, and they just will not believe you. That's what's happening right now. And I've definitely been in that position as well. So I understand it from a personal perspective. But they're about to get snatched by their older siblings and dragged out of this place that they're at because the older siblings are done. They are done with their crap, basically. And they just, no. So that's where I am. Everyone's about to go to sleep. And then something even crazier is gonna happen in the middle of the night. But I'm gonna take a break and eat dinner. It's almost 8 o'clock, so I'm gonna do that. Just wanted to give you guys that update. So I'm gonna go eat now. Okay, done with dinner. I was also watching Dude, Where's My Car, which is really like dumb fun movie. It was really funny. I was laughing at so many different points. I really did like it. But now I'm getting back into chapter 4 of LKZ. It's 8:38. So let's see how much I can get done before I have to get ready for bed. This is where I'm working off on the new chapter 4. This is the old draft, draft 3. Um, and I'm just kind of looking here so I can follow what's happening and make sure I'm like going in the right direction and I'm not missing anything. And also so I can copy and paste the scenes I'm keeping over here. New development. Um, this chapter 4 so far is 2,917 words. That's too long. I am a fan of short chapters, and that is just too long. So I'm splitting this up into at least 2 chapters. So I started chapter 5 technically, and I just copied and pasted a large part of the old draft because I like where it's going, but I'm gonna go through and make sure it fits with the new direction I'm going in this draft. But I was just going, I forgot to even look at the word count and see how much it was in case I needed to split it. That's how in the zone I am. Like I'm so in the zone. I'm starting to second guess my decision to combine the 2 chapters from draft 3. I don't know if maybe I just need to step away from it and then reread it. It just seems like a lot is happening, and I'm not sure how much character development is really occurring here, because obviously this chapter is the first time readers are meeting these specific set of characters, and then all of this is happening when there was a gap in between, and like there was a whole bunch of other developments going on. That just made me realize something actually. Never mind. I think I know how to fix I think I know how to fix this part. Okay, never mind. Okay, I'm happy to report that I am halfway done with chapter 5. I only needed to do chapter 4, but I'm now halfway done with chapter 5, and I love the way it ends. I think my favorite thing about writing is like ending things on a very suspicious cliffhanger. Like, wait a minute, we just found something out, but you don't elaborate on it. I love that in books, but I also hate it because I'm like, hello, you didn't even talk about this again in the next chapter. Like, tell me what's happening. But then I also do that. So that, what does that tell you? Anyways, the last line of this first half of chapter 5, it says, everything really was connected just like puzzle pieces. And that was a bit of a theme that I started in draft 3, I think, with this character because she really likes to do puzzles with her sister. And with all the new information they're getting, she's like, this is all like puzzle pieces, everything's gonna fit together, but we don't know how. And I love that I'm adding this in, especially early, and then I can show her love for puzzles and then talk more about it. And yeah, I really hope this is like tying in. I can't wait to read it over and see. I just feel like there really is too much dialogue, but that's what was coming to me right now. And I'm honoring that. I was watching Brielle Writes, and she was talking about not self-editing. And that's something that I've always struggled with, but I've done a lot better with in this story. But it's still difficult. And the way that I was able to help myself is to just, it's okay if all I have is dialogue. I just have a hard time doing descriptions and dialogue, so I just do it separately. But sometimes I'm like, ew, this sounds so bad because it's just a bunch of like dialogue and I probably won't even keep it, but I just need a way to convey these things and then come back and see if I actually need it, Anyways, it's 10:17. I finished early today. I'm gonna go eat some cereal and go to sleep. And then it's gonna be day 6 and I'm gonna be on chapter 5 and 6 and it's just going fast. This is really going fast. I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Hello. It is day 6. I just finished chapter 5. I didn't do much writing. I just copied and pasted from draft 3 because I didn't have much to change for this part. I just added something at the last part of the chapter. Also because my beta reader has said they wanted some thoughts from the narrator of, their opinion of what's going on and all that. So I added some things about that. And yeah, I mean, this whole last part, there wasn't much to rewrite or just add in. So that's done.